YouTube, Kurt Curtis, another week of selling on eBay. Let's go over everything that's sold. I'm packing up some orders at night here because I had a pretty decent weekend. First up, I sold another one of these wrestling shirts. This is just a raw shirt from 2007. Just has a graphic on the front. This ended up selling for $25, so not too bad at all. Next up, I sold a DVD, Bond Girls Are Forever 007. This is sealed. Had this for quite a while. Sold for $8.79. Sold this old Barry Sanders football card that sold for $1.99. I sold these women's Bionic shoes. I got these for $5 at a garage sale. They're not in the best shape, but these shoes are pretty expensive if you buy them brand new. This pair ended up selling for $29.99. Next up, I sold one of these Hot Wheels cars. This ended up selling for $11.99. And then I also sold this DVD, and this was disc only. I just put it in a generic case. I didn't have the artwork or anything. And that ended up selling for $14.24, Fireboats of 9/11. It is Monday morning now. I had another item sell overnight. This Hot Wheels Treasure Hunts car ended up selling for $9.99. I'm gonna get this packed up and then head over to the storage unit. All right, I am at the storage unit. I have some more items to pull. Had a pretty good weekend. First up, sold some cards. Sold this Gambit card, ended up selling for $2.09. Sold this Ghost Rider card. This also sold for $2.09. And I sold this Mojo card. This ended up selling for $1.99. I also sold, let's see here, a book, vintage book from that book haul, Swiftwater. This ended up selling for $9.99. And then next up, we have a sweeper here. This is a straight up sweeper. Got this Glenn Campbell in concert DVD. This is pre-owned, sold for $99.99.
Get the broom.
This thing. I picked this up recently, kind of recently at an estate sale. I got a bunch of stuff at the estate sale, but included in all the stuff I got 20 DVDs and I paid $40 for the 20 DVDs. This was one of them. So be on the lookout for this thing. I don't know why it's that valuable, but I mean, imagine if this thing was sealed. That would be crazy. But yeah, really good sale there. Probably the sale of the week, even though the week isn't even over, but that's probably going to be the sale of the week. I lotted up these two like Hallmark ornaments together just because they were similar, weren't really worth selling individually, but this lot sold for $19.99, so not too bad. I will take it. And then last up, I sold a PS2 game, disc only. I just put it in this generic case. I usually just put disc only games in these like just generic DVD cases that I just have laying around. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. This sold for $9.99. It is Wednesday morning. Most of the items I sold are at the storage unit. However, I do have a few of the items here in the eBay room. Let's go over those real quick. First up, I sold a DVD, Visions of Light. This is sealed. This ended up selling for $37.19, so pretty good sale here. I forgot where I got this DVD from at this point, but solid sale. Next up, I sold a band t-shirt, Mount Salem Endless. This ended up selling for $23.21, not too bad. And then I also sold another DVD, Godonomics. This is also sealed, and this ended up selling for $18.91. All right, I'm at the storage unit. I have 5 more items to pull. First up, I sold another one of these Memorex speakers. I can't believe these are actually selling. As you can see, I have a few more down there still up for sale. This sold for $19.99. Paid $2 for that. Next up, I sold a book, one of these Choose Your Own Adventure books. Spy for George Washington. This ended up selling for $12.99. Let's see here. I sold one of these Hallmark ornaments. This one right here, Schoolhouse. This ended up selling for $12.99. I also sold a little DVD lot. I lotted these two together, these Darkwing Duck Volume 1 and 2. And this lot ended up selling for $19.99. These are pre-owned, not too bad. And then last up, I sold an X-Men card, Cyclops, from '95. This sold for $2.09. It is Friday morning. I have a bunch of stuff going out today. A lot of it's at the storage unit. I have a really good shipping day today. Had a lot of pretty good sales. Let's go over everything that's sold. First up, I sold another one of these WWE t-shirts, Survivor Series. And this was a decent one. It's double-sided. This ended up selling for $49.99 as well. These wrestling shirts I just got last week are selling pretty quickly, way faster than I thought, and for way more money than I thought. Solid sale there, $50 for that shirt. Next up, I sold one of these Hot Wheels cop rods, and that ended up selling for $10.99. Next up, I sold another one of these wrestling shirts, No Way Out, with Jeff Hardy on the front from 2008. This is double-sided as well, and this one sold for $39.99. So solid sale there. I mean, these wrestling shirts at this point are all profit, so really happy to see that. Sold one of these vintage collection Hot Wheels. I've had this one for quite a while. Sold for $12.21, and I also sold this mask playset part, this like sign pole thing. I don't even really know. Sold for $12.87. I will take it. All right, I'm at the storage unit. I have some more orders to pull. First up, I sold this little DVD set. This is another thing to look for in DVDs, this Acorn company. Not all of them will be good, but it's definitely something worth looking up if you find it. This little set here, pre-owned, sold for $19.99. Next up, I sold 2 of these Memorex speakers. I'm almost out of these at this point. I can't believe these things are selling. To 2 different buyers. $19.99 each. Not too bad. Glad to get rid of those. And I also sold, I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but you can see the screenshot on the screen. This lot of Hot Wheels. These were all like loose Hot Wheels that came with, I don't know, that big Hot Wheel buy I did. I mean, these are just bonus at this point. I just lotted them all up. They weren't really worth much individually. That lot sold for $19.99. I also sold some cards. These are some pretty good sales for just like individual cards. Here we have a Silver Surfer Alternate M Flasher. This sold for $9.99. I mean, selling a card for $9.99 with the eBay standard envelope shipping is probably just as good as selling like, I don't know, a DVD for like $13 or something. So pretty solid. This Odell Beckham Jr. card sold for $9.99 as well. Got the soccer card. This sold for $3.99. And then also this Marvel Metal 95 Spider-Man. This is just the base card. This isn't even the flasher. This sold for $9.99. $30 for 3 cards. And I guess if you add the other one, $34 just for these 4 cards. Pretty solid. And for the numbers for the week, this week I had a total gross sales of $635.45. After fees and shipping and all that, my net was $417.08. So it's been picking up a little bit better. So that's good. Still not where I want to be, but definitely headed in the right direction. I didn't do any sourcing this week at all. Just been listing stuff here and there. I did unbox the Pro Wrestling crate yesterday, so that video should already be up. So that's kind of like sourcing in a way. The stuff that I don't want from that, I'm going to list and sell. But yeah, that's going to be all for this week. Link to my eBay stores in the video description. Stack dividends, sweep floors. Until next time.
I'm sweeping and packing. These dividends I keep stacking to the roof. I'm out of room. I'm gonna have to get a bigger broom.